ISUPK.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Officer Kazaiwan out of ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. If it ain't out of ISUPK under Commander General Rihanna, it is not the truth.
That's right.
What I come to bring out today is the Christian leaders are destroying our people, man.
Right.
These Christian preachers and this Christian church, man, they destroying us as a people. We got the biggest gangbangers in church right now. We got the biggest homosexuals in church right now. They abusing us as a people, man. If you could, Baba Kashai, give me Jeremiah 23 and 25. We got prophets out here that only speak from their own lust, man. They don't tell you what the Lord said. They say what comes out of their own lustful mouths. You know what I'm saying? If you can, Baba Kashai.
I have heard what the prophet said. The prophecy lies in my name.
He said he heard what the prophet said. This is the Lord speaking. He said, I heard what the prophet said. That prophesy lies in his name. Read.
Saying, I have dreamed. I have dreamed.
He said, I have dreamed. I have dreamed. Don't that sound familiar to y'all? Who else had dreams? Another preacher out there had dreams. Martin Luther King, he had a dream too. He had a dream that we come together with white people, with the so-called oppressors of this land. And you see what it's done to us today. We destroy it. Look at us now. Our neighborhoods is destroyed while they get to live in Mayberry. You understand? All because we have prophets out here who dream their own dreams and not the dreams of the Most High. What the Most High said is we are separate people. We are holy people unto him. We ain't supposed to be with these other nations, man. Read.
How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets? The prophesy lies.
How long shall it be in the hearts of these prophets to prophesy lies? Like, when will it end, man? When will you stop having your own filthy lust in your heart and want to save people? This your nation, man. You should come out here and want to save your nation. You should come out here and want to speak the truth that the Most High have given to you in this book and want to save your people. Not for your own lust. You know what I'm saying? That's selfish, man. Read.
Yeah, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
They are prophets of deceit of their own hearts. All they care about is themselves. They don't care about raising a nation. They care about their family riding in Cadillacs while we starve and don't have food at home. Well, let me tell you something. These men in ISUPK, we are real leaders. We feed people. Not only do we feed people in physical, we feed people in spirit. We give you what you need to survive in this nation, in this oppressed nation that you in. Every day you wake up and you don't know what your next step is. You understand? And the man behind me on the side of me, they do this every single day. They sacrifice their life.
That's right.
So these people that standing on these streets every single day, that don't have nowhere to go, don't have the mind to go nowhere, they can come into the ISUPK and they can find a home.
That's right.
They can find a way. You understand? They can find brotherhood in this nation.
That's right.
Y'all sisterhood in this nation for you sisters. Yeah, y'all got a place in here too.
Damn right.
You understand? If you could, Baba Shah, give me Acts 20 and 16 if you could. And this is from the beginning. When Christ spoke to his disciples, he gave them the way to lead his people. Christ knew he wasn't gonna be here forever, and he knew that he had to make a way that the message of the Most High got out, and the right way to do it, not the wrong way to do it, not to do it in lust, but the right way to do it. You understand? And he fed that to his disciples and to those apostles. You understand? To Paul and Peter. You understand? If you could read.
16. For Paul has determined to sail by Ephesus, because he will not spend the time in Asia. For he asked it if it were possible for him to be at Jerusalem to the date of Pentecost.
So this is Paul, and he's taking a trip. You know, Paul went to different countries to speak to the Jews, to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? The tribes on this here post. He went to different countries to speak. So he was driving. He was going past Ephesus. Read.
17. And from Miletus he sent to Ephesus and called the elders of the church.
So he sent to Ephesus and called all the elders of the church. You know what I'm saying? He about to sit everybody down, and he finna make a statement. And this is a statement that the Christian leaders need to reread this Bible and understand. Because obviously they got it all messed up. But these men in ISUPK, we understand what Paul's finna say right now. Read.
And when they were come to him, he said unto them, ye know from the first day that I came into Asia, after what manner I have been with you at all seasons.
He said, you remember the first day that I came and what manner I came in. The day that I came here, I came in a manner to show you how to raise people up in the right way. Read.
Serving the Lord with all humility of mind.
With serving the Lord with all humility of mind. Not lust. Not in your lust. Not in when your mind is weak, you go and tell people that they can have sex with other nations. Or you can go and smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? He served in the humility of mind. Read.
And with many tears.
And with many tears. You know where those tears come from? Those tears come from watching his people every single day walk the streets dead. His tears come from the passion of the love that he has for his people. Paul's telling these elders, he said, you know the manner that I came in when I first got here. I came to serve the Lord with the humility of mind and with tears free
And temptations.
and temptations. So he also had temptations. You understand? Just because you in this truth don't mean that you ain't getting dealt with in the mind. He had temptations too. Read.
Which befell me by the lion in wait of the youth.
Which befell for him while lying, waiting on the Jews, looking at the people walk by him every single day. All these temptations to do certain things, you know, to help his people while he watching his brothers and his sisters out here on the street. You understand? Read.
And how I kept back nothing that was profitable unto you.
And while he held back nothing that was profitable to you. You know what was profitable to Paul? Christ gave Paul the prophet. He gave him the prophets of the law, statutes, and commandments, and he said he held back none of that what Christ gave him. He held back none of it because it was profitable to his people. So he held back nothing. You understand? Read.
But have shown you and told you publicly and from house to house.
Not only did he show them publicly, he showed them from house to house. If you could, drop down to verse 28, if you could, about yourself. I'm gonna tell you, this is what Paul prophesied. He knew this was gonna happen. Read.
Stay here before unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost hath made over you overseers.
He said, take heed, listen to the flocks and all the people that the Holy Ghost have made you an overseer. Read.
To feed the church of God.
To feed the church of God. Not take. To feed them. Read.
Which he hath purchased with his own blood.
Which Christ had purchased with his own blood. So they owe the Christian leaders nothing. Christ had already paid for his people. So why we got Christian pastors and these Christian leaders in church right now riding Cadillacs and they people is impoverished, man. They destroyed. They walk in the blocks like just vessels with nothing in it.
That's right.
You understand? Christ already paid for it. Now it's up to some real true leaders, and you can only find that in the ISUPK under Commander General Hanna to keep these people woke and nourished in the spirit and in the physical.
That's right.
If you could, Baba Kashai, give me Jeremiah 14:2. We destroy because our leadership does not give us what we need to survive in this land. You understand? We don't have the structure. You think T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and all them got the answer? But if you look out here in the streets today, we still in the worst position that we can ever be in, worse than any nation on this earth. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on this earth are destroyed because we got leaders that only care for themselves. If you could, Baba Chabri.
Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourning.
Judah mourning. Jews, is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on this quote. He's talking about a nation of people. They mourning. Read.
In the gate, therefore language.
And the gates, therefore language. You know what those gates is? It's the leadership of the black people, the Hispanic people, the Native Indian people on earth right now. Their gates language. Our gates does not protect us. In fact, not only does our gates not protect us, all it does is show its face, but it's languishing. It's linked over. It's linked over gates that anybody can just walk in and destroy the people behind it. You understand? You got to understand something, man. In the ISUPK, these gates stand strong.
That's right.
Stand strong. And we don't let outsiders come in between our gates to hurt our people. Come into this school and get some real knowledge, man. Come into this school and get some real protection. These real leaders under Commander General Hanna. You know what I'm saying? If you could, Baba Kashai, give me Jeremiah 23:16. These Christian leaders, man, let me tell you something. They do things in vanity. You understand? They don't care about the people that they speaking to. They just want to fill up the pews. They want somebody to give them a little bit of offering so they can go home and live in lavish life in luxury. You understand? While the people who giving them this money, guess what they doing? They getting on a bus to go home. You understand? They going into a house that they got to rent out. They don't own their own home. These Christian pastors, they don't care about the people that they speak to. You understand? But these men in ISUPK, we care about every single one. Read.
Jeremiah 23:16. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesied unto you. They make you vain.
He said, hearken not unto the prophets that prophesied to you. They prophesy in vanity, man. They prophesy vain things. Read.
They speak a vision of their own heart.
They speak a vision of their own heart. Like Martin Luther King, I had a dream that little black boys and little white girls can hold hands in a Negro. How the hell is a white girl going to sing a Negro spiritual? You ain't a Negro, man. You understand? That was the lust of his own heart. He wanted to hold hands with the oppressor. He was in love with the oppressor's daughters. So of course he wanted to see that. That was his dream because he thought about it so much. Most dreams come from things that you always think about. If you really understand, you see a horror movie, you have a nightmare. You understand? He wanted to see himself have all them oppressors' daughters in his bedroom, and that's exactly what he did. You understand? Read.
And not out of the mouth of the Lord.
And not out of the mouth of the Lord. Not out of this book. This is the mouth of the Lord. You understand? Anything that you prophesied or anything that you speak that's not in this book, that's not pertaining to this book, is a lie. Don't listen to these prophets that prophesy from their own heart.
Right.
You understand? Christ and the prophets of old have already gave us a way. They gave us the things to prophesy to the people about. And if you don't take that, then you ain't never going to wake your people up. You understand?
Right.
If you could, give me Isaiah 30:9, if you could, Baba Shah. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, these Christian pastors and these Christian leaders is the reason our people, you know what I'm saying, is rebellious to the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High right now.
Right.
You understand?
Isaiah 30:9. that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
This is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the word of the Lord. You understand? We telling you right now, everything that's coming out of this book to save black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people. But you don't want to hear it because the Christian pastor has already diluted your mind with a bunch of bull crap. You understand? But if you really read this book and learn under some real prophets, you understand? You'll understand that this Bible is here to save you. It ain't here to destroy us. I'm looking on every corner of Chicago, and we destroy. This is the valley of the dry bones. You understand? And we this way because these Christian leaders, man, have failed us. Like I said, they failed us. Read.
Then we say not to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophecy, not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things.
He say to the seers, to the prophets, don't prophesy to us right. You know what I'm saying? It don't speak to us the right things. Speak to us smooth things. Speak to us the things that make us feel good, not the things that's right. That's why when we tell you, you understand, you can't be a homosexual in the truth. You understand? You ain't gonna be in the truth because you want to do what you want to do. You understand? When we tell you can't smoke weed, you don't want to be in the truth because if we told you can smoke weed, you will come in the doors at ISUPK. Live. That's not going to happen here. You understand? We don't speak smooth things to our people. We speak the truth to our people. The things that's going to wake us up and save us as a people. You understand? If you could, Baba Kashai, give me Galatians 4:16. You understand? We speak the truth in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? And people hate us for it. I understand. You hate to hear the truth. You understand? It's a punishment to you to hear the truth. You understand? You got what I need? Read.
Galatians 4:16. I am therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth.
He said, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? To the people out here that hate ISUPK because we speak the truth, this ain't the first time this been happening with prophets. The prophets speak the truth, and people hate us for it. You understand? They hate us for wanting to save lives. You understand? Why hate us? Because we want to keep our nation together. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, if I could, Jeremiah 29:8, if you could, Baba Kashah. You understand? Why hate us? Because we want to tell you the truth. You understand? These Christian leaders, man, they have destroyed us as people, man. And only in the ISUPK can you find refuge from these Christian leaders, man, and what they've done to these nations on this earth. You understand? You got what I need? Read.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you.
This is the Lord telling you, don't let the prophets and the diviners in the midst of you deceive you. He's giving you a heads up. We're giving you a heads up right now. The Lord's giving you a heads up through the ISUPK and these prophets right now to not let these Christian leaders deceive you. There's men out here that wants to see you survive and prosper in a nation that how we were supposed to, what was promised to us by the Most High. But we got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
We got to do as our Father told us to do, you understand? Read.
Oh God. Neither hearken to your dreams, which ye cause to be dreamed.
There you go again, Martin Luther King. Neither hearken to your dreams. You got to understand something, man. Most dreams come from lust of the heart. Unless you come and get counsel from one of these men in ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? Most of your dreams is just the lust of the heart, man. You understand? Read.
Oh God. Verse 9. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name.
For they prophesy falsely unto you in his name. This is the Most High forewarning you again. that Martin Luther King was going to come and prophesy falsely in his name. That T.D. Jakes was going to come prophesy falsely in his name. That Creflo O'Donnell was going to, come prophesy falsely in his name. You understand? Read.
I have not sent them, saith the Lord.
Huh? There's the kicker. There's the kicker. The Lord said he didn't send them though. Although they prophesy and say that they doing what they do for the Most High, he said, I didn't send them. They ain't with me. I don't know them. You understand? If you could, Baba Shai, give me Psalms 81. He said he didn't send them. You understand? The Lord has men that he sent to prophesy to the people on this earth. You understand? And thanks to Commander General Hunter for holding the truth and holding the sword down for real men who want to see their people rise up above all nations like the word of the Most High tells us to do. You understand? Under the ISUPK, there would be no leaders that is worthy of leading these people on this earth right now. You understand?
Right.
The Bible says when the wicked is in authority, the earth will mourn.
That's
and
right.
then when the righteous is in authority, then we're going to be living glorious. And right now we build a ground and a structure for this earth to live in prosperity. But it's going to be under this, ISUPK under this nation. You understand? Read.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 81 and 10. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it.
This is how you teach your people. You open your mouth and let the Lord fill it. You don't open your mouth and fill it with your own lustful speeches, things that give you your own gains. Your mouth was made by the Lord, and it should be used only for the Lord's privileges. You understand? Read.
Oh God. Verse 11. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me.
But his people wouldn't hearken to his voice. You understand? Read.
And Israel would none of me. Verse 12. So I gave them up unto their own hearts.
You understand? This is why we destroyed. These Christian pastors, they opened their mouth and had our nation listening to them. And they believe what those Christian leaders believe and not what the Lord believes. So guess what the Lord did? The Most High gave them up into their own lustful hearts.
Right.
So now look at the corners of Chicago and all of these cities we destroyed because of the lust of our own hearts.
Right.
We walking around here just deteriorating as people. You understand?
Right.
Read.
And Salakia. And they walk in their own counsels.
And they walk in their own counsels. That means they get their own advice. They ain't taking advice from out of this book. They ain't taking advice from a man who knows how to give advice. You understand? Read.
Verse 13. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways.
He's saying, if his people had hearkened unto him, and Israel walked in his ways, read.
Oh God, verse 14. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hands against their adversaries.
He said he would have been subdued our enemies. He would have been subdued our oppressors. You understand? And he would have turned his hand against our adversaries, which means we would be on top, just like he promised us. There would be no adversaries. The Most High would have destroyed them. He said he would have turned his hand against our adversaries, and we would be right here on top on this earth, like we supposed to be. You understand? If you could, give me 2 Chronicles 15. You understand? It's been a long time, and until 1969, under Commander General Hunter, the ISUPK has been teaching people they nation to wake up, man. But it's been a long time that we've been without leaders that'll teach us the right things. You know what I'm saying? And not teach us things out of their lustful heart. You understand? You got what I mean?
Oh God, it's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15 and verse 3. Now for a long season, Israel has been without the true God.
For a long season, Israel has been without the true God. It's been a long time since we had some men to stand up and show us who our power is on this earth.
Right.
You understand? And since 1969, the ISUPK have been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who their true power is and how to rebel over this nation. You understand?
And without a teaching priest.
And without a teaching priest. You understand? and without a teacher priest. You see these priests and prophets that stand beside me? These are true priests.
Right.
This is the reason that this nation is waking up every single day. Not Martin Luther King. You understand? Not these other pastors who prophesy their own lust. These men do everything that they do for this nation with sacrifice. You understand? Read.
And without law.
And without law. Everybody knows that this nation hangs on the law of our power. You understand? Read.
Verse 4. But when they, in their trouble, did turn unto the Lord God of Israel.
So when we did in our trouble, once everything got bad, when we want to, now we want to understand what the Most High is telling us to do.
Read. And sought him, he was fond of them.
And when we came back and started following these laws, statutes, and commandments, and following the laws, you know what I'm saying? That was us looking back to our power. And he found us. You understand?
Read. Come, verse 5. And in those times there was no peace to him that went out, nor to him that came in, but great vexation were upon all the inhabitations of the countries.
Right. You understand? And that goes back to what I said. When the righteous is in rulership, the countries, the world is going to be we gonna prevail. You know what I'm saying? We going to be prosperous. You understand? The ISUPK is the only priest and the prophets, of our nation. These Christian leaders, man, they don't deserve the loyalty of our nations, man.
Right.
Only the priests and prophets in ISUPK deserve to have any structure to lead these people. You understand? You know what I'm saying? The brothers won't these brothers in ISUPK won't let our gates languish. You understand? They won't let our people be destroyed. You understand? We weren't supposed to be soft men. These men in ISUPK, they stand tall and valor. You know what I'm saying? These men, they strong. They won't soften up for no one. You know why? Because we understand. The day we soften up is the day we allow the wolf in. You understand? And we won't allow that. You understand? If you could, give me Leviticus 26:16. And because we don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you understand? Now we destroy. You know? We destroy. You understand? And now it seems that there's no way out of it. But I'm going to tell you, there's a news update. Under the ISUPK, you can get out of your destruction. You understand? Listen to these priests and prophets in ISUPK. You can turn around being destroyed and start being saved under these laws. You understand? Read.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and 16. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it.
And that's what's happening right now in this land. You understand? We sow seeds, and guess what happens? They just get killed on the street. They become whores. They get abducted. We sowing our seed in vain right now because we didn't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, so we go into captivity. You understand? So this is the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Once again, Shalom, Israel.